And we welcome you back inside the Boerne Champion Gym as the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournament continues. The great Roland J. Luis alongside Hector Ledesma, Bo Wick, and the always awesome Bo Wick Productions folks on tap to bring you the second game for the Chargers in their tournament that's now going on 38 straight years minimum. Longtime athletic director for Boerne ISD telling us it's been going on for at least that long. That is how long he's been here at Boerne ISD. The tip as Sinton and Champion get underway, and here we go. Champion in white controlling the tip. Baden Burdick, top of the key now. It's Mason Wyatt, swings it out, and a nice job of moving the ball. A wide open look for Charlie Georgelos. No good, and Sinton with its first crack.
That was a good look there for Georgelos, who lit it up in that first game. What a game he had. Just his presence out there on the floor, and I think we're going to see that again right now.
For Sinton, it's Andrew Silva. Misfires from the top of the key, a three-point attempt.
And turnover will be Champion basketball.
So the Chargers now, 30 seconds in, a little bit more than that into the ball game as Mason White brings it up left side of the court. Top of the key now, it's Briggs Jones. Georgelos hands to Burdick. Over to Wyatt. He was hot to begin their first game of the day. That went off the rim and over to Sinton.
Boy, was he, especially that first quarter. You're talking about Wyatt. My gosh, that first quarter especially, he lit it up. I mean, from three, couple of big two-point baskets. Just a scoring machine that previous game.
He had 12, which represented the team high for Champion. Grable also with 12 for the Chargers in that opening game. Quinn with a dozen. In a game in which Champion beat Gregory Portland 64-34. We're scoreless here, a minute and a half in. Off the steal, Chargers on the run, whistle, and Briggs Jones will get a couple of free throws. You see Roland, Champion looking to run early here, looking to maybe get their first points on these two sets of free throws. On this set, I should say, of two free throws.
There you go. Briggs Jones gets the first one. He had a solid first outing against Gregory Portland a little earlier as well.
Off the miss on the second of two shots. All the way down to the hole. That's no good, but a rebound, and back up is Jonah James. He draws the whistle. His bucket goes, so an early opportunity at three-point play. Another look here at Jonah James working hard underneath. Initial putback attempt does not go. Then grabs his own miss, puts it back up and in, and a chance to make it a two-point game. Rattles out. Georgelos clears and brings it up. They swing to the corner, back to the wing. Baden Burdick taking his time. Now it's Quinn Grable. There's Wyatt. Nice spin move, lefty scoop.
What a move.
Mason Wyatt picking up where he left off in terms of early gameplay. Talked about him a little while ago. Makes it 3-2 Champion. Foul inside. And so Tristan Hansen will go to the stripe.
I think they got Burdick on that one. It'll be the second team foul for Champion. As you mentioned, Tristan Hansen to the free throw line.
Hansen, a junior, goes 6'2". Good size across the board for this Sinton club. Fellow starter Kobe Hesseltine goes 6'4". Andrew Silva goes 6 foot.
So they've got some height to match up there with Champion, who we were mentioning. 9 players on this squad, 6 foot or better. Here's a three-point attempt.
Good back screen. Briggs Jones, a good look, doesn't fall. Kobe Hasseltine, just mentioned his name a little while ago. gave it up, and now the ball works its way back to Jamie Olvera. Freshly into this ball game. Spin move, shot, foul. And Heseltine will go to the line for 2.
See if they're going to get on this one. They're going to get Briggs Jones. Should be his second. That's third team foul on Champion.
First free throw is good. Checking into the ball game for Champion now, Christian Herrera.
And boy, you talk about a big game. Herrera as well had a big game for the Chargers in that first outing.
Georgelos clears. There's Wyatt. Georgelos baseline. And Georgelos drawing the contact.
They're going to get Andrew Silva. He picks up his first. 2 team fouls there for Sinton as Georgelos will go to the free throw line. Just a lot of things well, trying to penetrate that lane and drawing the foul on that last play.
Charlie with 9 points in the earlier win versus Gregory Portland.
Now for Sinton, Ethan Perez checking in.
Yeah, he started the ball game, was subbed out early for in his place was Jamie Olvera, and so Ethan Perez back into the ball game. Speaking of Olvera, had it just before the cross the half court line, has it again here, into the lane, leaves, shot blocked underneath. Tristan Hansen looking to do something down there. That Champion defense saying, and across the way comes Quinn Grable. He loses it.
I think Grable wanted a foul call. Nothing doing there. So we were mentioning these referees letting them play a little bit in this tournament action.
And here comes Burdick. Down the lane, all the way to the cup and rolls it in. 7-4 Champion, an early lead, 4:19 and counting to go in the first quarter.
Nice coast-to-coast move there that time by Burdick.
Nice look, and it results in 2 for Kobe Heseltine. Ethan Bettis in transition, finding him. 1-point game at 7-6. Top of the key, it's Burdick. Now looks to make a move, baseline. Goes up, and that shot blocked by Heseltine.
Great job, though, by Burdick that time. He had presence of mind to stay with the ball. Eventually got the rebound. And they're going to get Heseltine for the foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
He picks up his first. That's 3 team fouls.
In terms of Burdick staying with it, hit it right on the head there, Roland. He didn't give up on the play. And his reward is a pair of free throws. He knocks down the first. 8-6 Champion early. 9-6, 3:49 to go in the opening quarter. Champion now going to that full court press. Had it for a moment. Sinton got it back. In transition. Fantastic feed, and it's Heseltine. Again off the pass from Ethan Bettis. Make that Tristan Hansen with the assist. Right back comes Champion. And Christian Herrera from the wing. 3 to make it 12-8 Chargers.
Herrera picking up right where he did from his last game against Gregory Portland and finding the bottom of the net from three-point land.
Heseltine letting it fly early. Give him 3 more. And the Charger lead now down to 1.
Heseltine 8 for the quarter.
8 of their 11. As the team champions just outscored him by 4. That one tipped as Quinn Grable took it hard to the rack. Jonah James slowing it up. Ethan Pettis. Some good minutes early off the bench. Hansen's going to let it fly. Short. Wyatt up to Grable. Over to Herrera. Sinton. Long outlet pass. There's Pettis. Underneath the basket, muscling his way up. No good.
Good defensive play that time by Grable. as he knew what was coming and stuck with the shooter.
Speaking of Grable, stutter step on the offensive end and give him 2 more. Oh, a nice use of those 2 steps by Jonah James on the other end. Back and forth we continue to go, 14-13, and Champion wants to talk it over.
You know, we were talking about the presence of Charlie Georgelos in that first game and what he could bring to this second game. You can see from some of the highlights from that game. He is lighting it up from 3.
Yeah, played really well in that Gregory Portland victory. 3-point, and then the outstanding job of following that miss. The putback was Briggs Jones. Just an all-around team effort. Quinn Grable from the corner. Georgelos, when he wasn't scoring himself, he was creating opportunities. 3 from the corner. Grable 2 more, Roland. Just a complete team effort in that victory over Gregory Portland, 64-34.
And we were talking with athletic director Stan Leach when he was here earlier. He just didn't have enough good things to say about Georgelos and the job that he's doing. You wish, as a coach, you wish you would have a player like that on your team. Maybe not necessarily putting in a bunch of points, but engineering the team, willing them to that win, and just bringing that attitude, that winning attitude out on the court, which is what that young man does.
Moments ago, a shot of head coach Omar Garcia on your screen, the head coach for Sinton. In terms of action on the court, look at the replay. The aforementioned Georgelos inside, not able to get it to go, but Preston Lee staying with it, draws the foul. So Champion maintains possession. Georgelos, no from 3. Saved, great effort.
That was a great effort to keep the ball alive that time by Logan Scott.
And it results in another Christian Herrera 3, his second tray here in the early going.
He just has that range and found that rhythm.
His first came from the other side, the other end of their end of the court. Hit that one from the right side. That one goes out of bounds. I think officials are going to say that it was tipped. I'm not so sure that it was touched. No, they're giving it to Champion. Well, I think there's a discussion here. It looks from this vantage point like nobody touched the ball. But the officials, Tony Gardner, Daniel Pantoja, and Ron Tatch, discussing to make sure they get the call right. And they're going to say that it was touched by Champion. You see Coach Chris Adamick, head coach for these Champion Chargers, now 15-3 following the win over Gregory Portland. Thank you very much, says Trey Hudspeth, into the game just moments ago. In transition, Herrera out. Open look for Logan Scott, and he drains it. Another 3. The lead up to 7.
Oh, it's almost a 3-point clinic out there by Champion right now.
And Hudspeth again. In transition. That one's stolen away. Ethan Perez. Jamie Olvera, and now it's Georgelos. A 2-on-1 with Hudspeth to his right, make it a 3-on-1. Georgelos keeps, and he'll go to the line.
And that's going to be the second foul on Ethan Perez, as he got called earlier. Of course, 15 foul. Georgelos going to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 from the line thus far.
Yeah, Ethan giving Sinton some good early minutes as Georgelos hits the first of his 2 free throws.
Hansen checking in right now for the Pirates. Tristan Hansen, he'll give Ethan Perez a little rest on the bench.
Those 2 fouls. Coach Omar Rivera not wanting Perez to pick up a silly 3rd foul in the waning seconds, 14.6 remaining in the first quarter. Trap. Olvera. And now it's Hansen. Taken from him. Again, Hudspeth in the middle of it. Lets it fly at the buzzer, well short. And that wraps up a very good first quarter for the Boerne champion Chargers. Looking for a second win in their second game here in the Boerne ISD Holiday Classic. 22-13 after one. You're watching high school hoops and the Holiday Classic for Boerne ISD right here on GVTC.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Bringing you back to Champion High School Gym. The Chargers, one of the hosts of the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournament, up 22-13 on Sinton. Look at a couple of plays from that first quarter.
Well, I tell you, one thing the Sinton defense is going to have to realize is you don't want to leave Christian Herrera alone for too long. He's already drained 2 threes, and as we mentioned, he had a hot hand back in that first game against Gregory Portland just a handful of hours ago.
Jaime Olmeda inbounding from our side as Sinton looks to get something going. Hadson looking for the shot, passed it off instead, and here comes Champion. Trey Hudspeth transition. Nice give.
Nice.
Christian
That's
Herrera,
goaltending.
that blocked, and it's going to count. The 7th and 8th points of the ball game for Christian Herrera. Makes it 24-13.
There it is. Clock update. The scoreboard updated, that is.
Jonah James bringing the ball up the floor. Champion back in the 2-3 zone. James, top of the key, over Olvera. Inside. Ball tipped again. It's Hudspeth with possession. He loses it. Here comes Sinton.
One thing you could say for the Champion defense, hands all over the place.
Yes.
Hands up in the air, slapping the ball away. They've come away with possession and steals several times this game already. This time I think they're going to get Herrera for the foul.
Tristan Hansen.
Correction, they got number 23, Logan Scott. He picks up his first.
You see Hansen now with the free throw line. He's going to take the first of 2. His squad down 11 here early. 7:13 remaining in quarter number 2. Omar Garcia, head coach for Sinton, and his team getting here pretty late. A little bit of a mix-up, headed over to Boerne High School to begin what they thought was the beginning of this ball game. Realized, wrong gym, made their way over here.
That's what the deal was. Yeah, I know they had played Tybee earlier in that gym.
Yeah. And so a little bit later start, but all's well that ends well, at least in terms of tip-off time. Hudspeth taking his first shot of the game, and he drains it. 3-pointer. Nice look from Logan Scott. While the other 23, Sinton's Jamie Olvera, gets things going offensively. Looking to run the show. Here's Hudspeth again. How many steals has he come up with? In transition, Herrera going to call him for steps.
Man, and you know, we've been bragging about George Lawson. We've been bragging about Herrera with his three-point prowess. Man, I tell you, the big hustler out there on the court this game, apparently he's carrying it over from last game, is Trey Hudspeth. What a game he had. He was just a menace to the opposing team trying to pass the ball, and he's causing the same trouble right now, which is a good thing for the Champion Chargers.
Trey's a senior. That foul going to be called on Preston Lee, also a senior. Number 21, Preston closing out there, trying to deny an open look, but coming a little bit too hard, his momentum forcing him into contact. And so Sinton with possession. trying to solve this 2-3 zone. Cross-court passes. They do get it inside. It's Hansen who gets fouled, and it looks like they're going to get Preston Lee again.
His second 13 foul now on Champion. Is getting set to check in is Briggs Jones. He's going to give Preston Lee a little breather because, yet again, somebody else you don't want to get into foul trouble.
Briggs, one of the starters, 6'4". He's also a senior. Up ahead, Herrera to Hudspeth. Got too far underneath on that lay-in. Couldn't quite get it to go. Georgelos looking to put it back. He couldn't quite convert it either.
Yeah, and they got him for a push. He picks up his first.
Olvera back up top. Jonah James now over. Back to the top of the key, it's James. Olvera again. Again, trying to move this ball away. Move this ball around, I should say. Find a spot. And inside, it's Heseltine. Make that, well, bucket inside, not Heseltine. Block shot for James. But Hudspeth gets the ball back for Champion. Good luck underneath. Briggs, 2 more.
Give Hudspeth the helper on that one.
Briggs Jones, a nice job of cutting. Trey Hudspeth found him, and it's a 29-16 Champion advantage.
One thing I like to see about Champion out there is they're finding the open man. They're finding the open man, and the open man certainly taking advantage of it.
Speaking of, fantastic job of finding the open man down on that baseline. That's one of the ways you want to attack a 2-3 zone is someone having go baseline. Georgelos putting a move on. Slips, though, has to give it up. Hudspeth on the left wing, the right wing from our vantage point. Inside, Scott. Herrera thought about it, now goes inside. Layup, no. Georgelos there for the rebound. Another opportunity for the Chargers.
Georgelos just has that sense of getting to the ball. You notice that he's been very good on the defensive glass.
Georgelos. Up top, it's Hudspeth. Scott inside, goes to his left hand and gets it to go.
5 for Logan Scott thus far in the game.
31-18, James across midcourt. Inside, Hansen. Back to the wing, Hansen gets it again. Good movement against this 2-3. This is what you want to do, move it around like that. Good look, and it goes. Back to a 10-point game at 31-21. Herrera, Hudspeth. Georgelos, 3.
Got it.
Bingo. Just like that, the lead back up to 13.
7 for Georgelos, 4 from the charity stripe, and that 3.
His first field goal of this ball game. Little too tall. Here comes Herrera. Olvera beat him to it. Inside is Hansen. Doesn't quite go, and guess who tracks down the loose ball? Hudspeth. Now it's Scott into the lane. Look out. Hudspeth and Jones in the same spot. Over to Herrera. Back of the rim. Lefty put back attempt, no. Hudspeth, the steal. Hudspeth gonna get a look from the 3. Nope, couldn't catch it cleanly. Jones, a fake. Now it's jumper from the free throw line. And here comes Sinton.
Hudspeth just like a heat-seeking missile, man. He's going after the ball, and he's going to get it from you.
Inside, that one off the backboard after it was tipped by a Champion defender. Georgelos inside, strong, aggressive move. Earns him a trip to the charity stripe. Another look here is you see Georgelos decide right here, okay, this one's mine and mine alone.
Yes, indeed, George Alosa. As a matter of fact, well, as we mentioned, he's got 7 thus far in the evening. His first free throw of the second quarter.
Wholesale changes here for the Chargers. Into the game, Cole Reha, number 22. Number 4, Mason Wyatt. He's one of their starters. Number 2, Quinn Grable, another one of their starters.
Heseltine in for Sinton along with Javon Moreno.
Meanwhile, Briggs Jones stays in, as does obviously the free throw shooter, Charlie Georgelos.
I got to tell you, I guess I was superstitious or something with Georgelos on the free throw line. I wanted to mention that he hadn't missed a free throw to this point, and he still hasn't.
Because you didn't say it.
I didn't say it exactly.
You didn't give the announcer's curse. Charlie thanks you for that.
Heseltine there, double dribble. I thought better of it. I've heard too many superstition rumors of being, broadcasting and, of course, doing PA.
One of my best friends swears. He swears that power of the announcer is a real thing. You ask him, he says it's scientific. Traveling going to be the call here on Quinn Grable.
Well, 90 seconds to go here in the first half. In the first half, it's been dominated by the champion Chargers. They look good again here this first half.
Yeah. And what's interesting about them, Roland, and watching them now for about a quarter and a half is their dominance is kind of a sneaky dominance. They play well, they're efficient. You look up, and they're up by double digits. They don't overwhelm you.
The hands again.
Mason Wyatt still pretty impressive, and then I'm blocked on the other end. And here comes Jonah James after getting the rejection. Gives it up. And off the bank, it's good for Kobe Heseltine.
That's his first field goal here in the second quarter.
3-point attempt, no, but there's Wyatt. And Mason going to go to the free throw line after he was fouled on the putback attempt. How about Heseltine on the Sinton side of things? You mentioned that's his first 2. He scored 8 in the first quarter, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, so he had 8 quick ones. Went to the bench for a little bit with some foul trouble. Returns and picks up 2 more.
Well, Heseltine is 6'4" senior, and they've got him listed as a power forward or as a center, so he certainly makes his presence felt out there.
Mason Wyatt, 1 of 2 to make it a 14-point game as we go under 50 seconds in the half. James swings. Olvera back to James. Wing 3 off the rim. Here comes Jones. Briggs left-handed dribble over to Wyatt. Mason going to bring it out. And Charlie Georgelos going to reset. 25 seconds and counting here in the half.
Right now, champion just wants to eat clock and take what looks like a 14-point lead at this point into the locker room.
Here's Georgelos between his legs, makes a move into the lane. Wanted a foul call at the buzzer, no good for Jonah James on the desperation attempt from across midcourt. So we played a half. And champion like they did in their first game of the afternoon in the holiday tournament here at Boerne ISD. Off to a great start. This one 37-23. Sinton very game in that first half, but still down by 14 points. We'll see you on the other side of the half for the third quarter between Boerne champion and Sinton. For now, words here on GVTC. You're watching Boerne champion basketball on GVTC.
Hey, Gage.
What's up, Coach Ellis?
Hey, grab a seat real quick. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff I'm seeing on social media, and I gotta tell you, it's awesome. This GVTC experience, it's really cool. It's drip.
GVTC is connecting you to Charger Gage Goldberg in a reality-bending way. Scan the QR code for exclusive access and let the power of GVTC level up your reality in a whole new way.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
GVTC is crushing the boundaries again on community involvement and local athlete support. You have access to a reality-bending GVTC AR experience that will connect you to your school's athlete within the GVTC service area. On your phone, go to levelup.gvtc.com. Once there, touch Start Experience Now. Select either a Ranger, Charger, Warrior, or Greyhound. Now you're ready to touch Start Experience on your athlete's page. Allow access to your camera and touch the purple Continue button. And here is where you will place your athlete in whatever environment you want to interact with them, wherever, whenever. Scale them and rotate them to match the scene you place them in.
Holding my ground on the field and online. With GVTC Fiber Internet, I'm unstoppable.
Now, change the angle you see them by moving your phone. You can even screen capture a portrait with your athlete.
It's fast, powerful, and always on point.
When you're through, tap the Explore GVTC button for even more cutting-edge products that can help connect you to the world.
I'm Chris Cooley from the GVTC Foundation, Vice President of our foundation and also Chairperson of our Scholarship Committee. We're here to congratulate you as the 2023 GVTC Foundation Vocational Technical $7,500 Scholarship. Congratulations to you, Carson.
Thank you guys so much. This means so much to me.
But we're really here to congratulate you as the winner of the 2023 Olga Armstrong $15,000 scholarship from the GVTC Foundation. Congrats to you.
Congratulations.
So this is, a little bit different. Your father was able to be here, and this is a surprise to him as well.
Yeah.
We arranged for him to be over here today in person in our office. So I was glad we were able to coordinate this, and thank you to Deanna as well. Do you have any words to share right now, or are you speechless?
I don't. That was like, ooh. Thank you so much.
But you're really here for us to announce you as the winner of the 2023 GVTC Foundation Richie Tutorials $25,000 scholarship. Congratulations.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much.
Tell us what your plans are after graduation.
After graduation, I'm hoping to start my own restaurant where I will be the lead chef, where I will be able to give back to our community.
Tell them where you're planning to go to college.
So next year, I am going to college at Augusta Escoffier in Austin.
I do plan on having a part-time job in college. I'm not sure what that will be yet, but I have been trying to get as many scholarships as I can to offset the cost of college, which is around $130,000. So thank you all so much.
Well, absolutely. Well, we're honored to have you as the recipients.
Not the fun part of being a dad, but I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me.
concerning you?
Yeah. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella, and
Arlo?
I wasn't eavesdropping. He's always watching you. His videos are secure. This guy sounds like a creep.
It's not.
Your privacy is very important to me, and I think you need to make better decisions when it comes to boys. And this Arlo is not a boy that I think you should be dating.
You're dating someone?
Yeah, Arlo. I heard you guys talking about him.
Arlo.
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. We were talking about how great they are and how safe they make me feel. Arlo's not a boy.
Well, that's a boy's name.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
GVTC is once again leading the way to connect you to Charger linebacker Gage Goldberg.
Hi, Mom.
See Gage in this exclusive augmented reality experience where you choose your camera angle and place Gage in your reality.
I'm really excited to be able to represent my team, and thank you, GVTC, for letting me come out here.
Scan the QR code for access and let GVTC bring this Charger experience to connect you to the power of GVTC.
We welcome you back inside the Champion High School gym from the beautiful Boerne, Texas, the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournament. The Chargers a 37-23 lead on Sinton. Roland J. Luis alongside Bo Wick and Wick Productions bringing to the broadcast. Hector Ledesma here on GVTC is part of what we hope and what we're looking forward to is being extended Hill Country sports coverage throughout the season here on GVTC. And a heck of a way to start it. Basketball tournament that's going on for nearly 4 decades at least. Coach Stan Leach telling us a little while ago that as long as he's been here, the tournament has been in existence. We get set to start half number 2. Official Ron Tatch getting us going.
Just some halftime numbers before we go into play. Kobe Heseltine leading scoring for Sinton with 10, while the leading scorer for Champion, Charlie Georgelos, with 9.
Yeah, shot block inside. Heseltine doing it defensively as well. As Sinton works it around, down by 14. Top of the key, it's Andrew Silva. Get it inside on that 2-3 zone. A double clutch, no good for Tristan Hansen.
Good no-look pass that time by Silva. Good peripheral vision to get the ball inside, just couldn't convert.
Charlie Georgelos going left hand, getting inside. Turnover, but Champion retains possession because on the other end, Tristan Hansen unable to handle it. And so it stays on the Champion side of the court. Georgelos. There's Mason Wyatt. Right to Quinn Grable. Puts it up and in. First 2 of the half, and they go the way of the Champion Chargers.
Grable's got 4 for the game. Good heads-up play. That Champion all around that ball. That's the thing, is they're following the shot.
Good look for Silva. Andrew, though, couldn't quite get it to go. Hit the right side of the rim there. Champion basketball. Mason Wyatt bringing the ball up. Stops his dribble. Now top of the key, it's Quinn Grable. Over to Georgelos, excuse me. They swing it back. Georgelos to Jones. Ball loose. Burdick inside, leads for Jones. Now Georgelos. 3 is off. Good ball movement nonetheless, and here comes Sinton on the run. Gonna go back to Champion off the turnover.
That just was over the wrong shoulder, I guess, if you will, from Andrew Silva, who just couldn't pull it in. And had a layup written all over it, but just couldn't come up with the basketball.
Oh, Coach Chris Adam, you gotta like the way his guys are moving the ball. Shots aren't falling, but good looks and good ball movement. speaking of, that one's short. Briggs Jones on the attempt there. Jonah James on the other side. Hansen just above the free throw line. Hazelstein looking to add to his team high of 10. There's Georgelos. Very active around the ball. Wyatt making good use of those 2 steps. Jones looking to put it back. Couldn't quite convert. And back comes Sinton.
Champion just needs to slow it down just a bit, get their composure, find that rhythm once again. They're stifling defense. There's a 3-point attempt.
Quinn Grable clears. Top of the key. Mason White looks like he thought about it. Maybe just wanted to get a reaction. Georgelos does let it fly. And it's Sinton who retrieves. Andrew Silva. Silva holding it top of the key, now begins his dribble again.
Yeah, champion in that 2-3 defense once again as they're holding Silva outside the 3-point line. There's his attempt. No good.
Mason Wyatt absorbing some contact. Leads for Georgelos. Good pass, good finish.
That was a beautiful play. That was a beautiful play. Georgelos now with 11.
Well, Georgelos reading that beautifully. He saw Mason coming down, cut across, gave him a target in the lane, never stopped moving. Silva thought about taking a 3 on a second straight possession. Had a good look there, instead gave it to Hansen. Turnaround, no good. Briggs Jones the other way. Jones on the other end in the lane. Back out. Quinn Grable. No. Guess who's there? Nearly got an opportunity for a 3-point play, but nonetheless, Charlie Georgelos will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the first team foul of the second half there on Sinton.
And if you were not with us on either of the 2 first broadcasts of the day, first of all, shame on you.
That's right.
But second of all, we are very, very honored to be joined by longtime Boerne ISD Athletic Director, Coach Stan Leach. Coach, with the headset on the mic again, welcome back, Coach.
Well,
always love having you.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Hector and Roland and Bo. It's been a good day. It's been a real good day. And finishing up with the Chargers here at 6 and 7:30. Sinton's going to be a tough out in 4A in South Texas. I know that it's quite a tough matchup for them against the Chargers, but I've been impressed with them for a 4A South Texas team. They won't be an easy out for somebody.
They got an offensive foul that time on Briggs Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, so the champion teams so far 2-0. The champion boys looking to go 3-0 in this holiday tournament. We've talked about the boys' victory against Gregory Portland earlier today. And how about those scores, fellas? The champion boys beat Gregory Portland 64-34.
Okay.
The champion girls won their game 64-35. 64-34 and 64-35 are the 2 scores of the 2 champion games that have been completed today.
Well, it's been good work for us. Both coaches have gotten a lot that you want. You got to get reps, and then you need to try to see if we can get some other people some minutes.
Jaime Olvera there with the 3-point attempts. No good, and so with an 18-point lead, here comes Charlie Georgelos. Directing the offense as he usually does. There's Trey Hudspeth, very, very busy in the first half. Trey, ball in his hands again. Back to Georgelos, they swing, corner. Quinn Grable going to go to the line.
You know what's too bad? Sinton did what I think you do against Chargers. You get back in a zone, and then that way they play outside anyway. That way you match up with them pretty well. And then finally missed one, and you fouled him. So.
And he's going to be shooting 3.
Yes.
As they said, that was a 3-point attempt. He nails his first one.
Quinn in the first game this afternoon, along with Mason Wyatt, getting a team-high 12 points in that aforementioned 64-34 win against Gregory Portland. Giving the Chargers a 20-point lead here with that second free throw.
That's one thing the Chargers can do. Well, several things, but they can knock down those free throws. All of them have great rotation and great strokes.
Trey Hudspeth, very active hands. Nearly took it from Andrew Silva.
And that's a timeout. Apparently, Sinton's taking a timeout with 2:37 remaining here in the third quarter. It seems like to me, Coach, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just that stifling defense that's creating opportunities for putting the ball in the basket for both the Chargers and the girl Chargers as well, scoring points that contributed to their 60-plus point output in the first couple of games.
Well, I agree with you, on these matchups. The way, especially the way the boys play, Chris does a good job of extending that 2-3, and also they'll have traps. They'll have stunt calls where they'll trap at the top, they'll trap in the corner, and so they do things that do make it difficult to attack if you're not used to attacking a zone.
Seems like hands waving everywhere, slapping the ball away and taking over possession, which of course sets up scoring opportunities.
Yes. And people don't know how. Very few teams attack a zone nowadays, and so it's something that people don't have a lot of reps with.
Ethan Bettis, Hazeltine.
That's a good example right there, Roland.
Exactly.
Hazeltine down low, unable to convert. Here comes Georgelos. Hudspeth lets it fly. Three-pointer's good.
Trey's had a good day, guys.
He sure has.
Yeah.
The first game as well this one. He's just a fun player to watch.
He is. Well, this has been good for him to, to have a chance at more minutes now once we get in district play.
Hazeltine, meanwhile, draws the foul. Wasn't shooting. We're not in the penalty, and so Sinton will bring it out from underneath its own basket. Substitution now into the ballgame for the Chargers, Logan Scott, as Baden Burdick departs.
Burdick picked up that last foul prior to sitting down, and they sure use him down the stretch. Here comes another whistle.
This one looks like it will be in the act of shooting. Jonah James. 3 points in the first half. A chance to get points 4 and 5. Here with 1:59 to go in quarter number 3.
Third team foul on Champion. As the free throw attempt comes, this one hits the rim and bounces away.
Christian Herrera also into the ball game for the Chargers.
And he converts there, 5 on the night for Jonah James.
Hudspeth pass a little bit behind. Gets it to Georgelos. Christian Herrera.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
His third 3 of the ball game.
He's got 11.
And he knocked down a couple earlier in the day, too.
Oh, he sure did.
He does a good job of going to his spot, and we just do a good job of finding people in the corner.
Sinton again working against that 2-3 zone, trying to find a seam, any kind of an opening. Logan Scott boards. Here's Herrera, forcing the action. A good look for Grable, and he does not miss.
Why not spread the wealth?
That's it. Well, he gave back what he's been receiving. He went into the paint and then kicked it out.
8 1/4, 10 in the game for Grable.
Under a minute to go, and Champion has opened up a 29-point lead.
Guys, I was teasing Coach Adamek. I said, if I was playing you, I'd let you shoot layups. I just wouldn't let you kick that ball out to that corner. I'd say, hey, you.
Oh, great look.
Just go shoot
Georgelos
layups.
inside of Logan Scott, Coach.
Good job.
No look pass. That was just on the money. And that's what you want from a distributor. Let's watch this again.
Check this out, Coach Leach. Watch your replay. Look away.
Yeah.
Pass inside.
Good.
And then Scott doing the rest, laying it up with his lefty.
I tell you, Coach Adams just got him like a fine-tuned machine.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
It's going to be quite a race, guys.
You bet.
And they'll catch a few big fish with this group. I know Wagner and Veterans Memorial and Piper are really good, but the Chargers aren't going to be an easy out, especially here in Charger Gym.
Well, a look at what they've done already. Beat Taft in San Antonio, beat Southwest Legacy, beat Highlands, beat Madison, beat Somerset, beat Marshall. A close 1-point loss to Steele. Beat Cole. Beat Wynn, beat Figueroa. Beat United. Beat Sam Houston, beat Holmes, beat Sotomayor.
I was here for that game. That was a big win, and they beat them pretty good.
Won that game against Sotomayor by 15. And that's their most recent game before this afternoon's contest. Another win against Gregory Portland. 30-point W, as a matter of fact, as Hart Hansen heads to the line.
Yeah, Scott, that was the 5th team foul for Champion, as you were mentioning.
In and out.
So at this point, Sinton will be shooting free throws till the end of the quarter. Another 25 seconds or so.
So Charlie Georgelos brings it up for what you would think will be the last possession of the third quarter. Absolutely no rush for this Charger offense. They're up by 30. 10 seconds and counting to go in the period. There's Herrera. Gonna let it fly. Back end of the rim.
Good job.
Scott with the board. I think that would have counted had it gone.
It would have, yes.
It does not, but a 30-point lead is what Champion takes into the fourth quarter. We'll be back. Coach Stan Leach, Roland J. Luis, and Hector Ledesma. You're watching Boerne Champion Hoops right here on GVTC.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
You have access to a reality-bending GVTC AR experience. Go to levelup.gvtc.com. Select either a Ranger, Charger, Warrior, or Greyhound. Place your athlete in whatever environment you want to interact with them. Change the angle you see them by moving your phone. You can even screen capture a portrait with your athlete. Tap the Explore GVTC button for even.
Back at the Champion High School gym, the Chargers in total control as we start quarter number 4, 55-25 over Sinton in the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournaments.
And, it seems like in the second half of both games today, the Chargers have just found the next gear to shift into. As a matter of fact, in that third quarter, Champion outscored Sinton 18-2.
And Coach Leach, it seems like they do it so efficiently. It seems like as opposed to maybe throwing a couple haymakers at you, it's body blow, jab, counter. Before you know it, you look up and they're up 25, 26, 30 points.
It's steady. There's a good example. I'd say, Trey, please shoot the layup.
On the other end, it's Ethan Pettis. As it turns out, Roland doubling their second half output just with that single bucket. Now 4 points here in the third and fourth quarters. Again, Sinton with an opportunity in transition. And another layup. That one courtesy of Jonah James. And Charlie Giorgio saying, okay, guys, let's calm things down.
Yeah, I had a couple of sloppy possessions.
Swing Herrera in the corner. Georgelos, good look. Hedspeth. Speaking of good looks, he got one there from the corner. Leaves for Logan Scott. That one.
He just hasn't.
2 more for Sinton. Tristan Hansen this time inside, and Coach Chris Adamick wants to talk it over.
Yeah, after a 6-0 run.
Well, Coach, you get to know these young men, of course. Have any of them expressed any interest in collegiate ball or playing beyond this point?
Well, you know, Charlie's the only one that could. And he's going to go military. I don't know exactly, but at one time when he's sophomore and junior year, he expressed interest. But, you know, a lot of times with our type, our players, you can D3 and maybe some places D2 or NAIA, but a lot of times they just are ready to go to Tech or A&M and play intramurals instead of, it just takes a special person to want to play at D3 and D2. And a lot of times these guys, well, like Charlie, he needs to go to, a good school and real good school. And a lot of times he doesn't want to go where the places he can play. So that's the challenge that we have. But then the rest of them, we've got a couple at Howard Payne right now that played at Boerne, and they're going to probably coach or do some things. And so the D3 is a great place for them.
Champion ball as we resume play.
Right now, that D1, the athletes that, and then of course the portal and all the things going on, even make it even more difficult for people out of high school.
Right.
Joshua Marquez into the ball game. Stomping the key, gets it over to Quinn Grable.
We're talking about how some of the rule changes here in high school basketball has changed the game. I guess you could say the same as you were mentioning about that transfer portal. That certainly changed sports as well.
Quinn Grable, 3 from the top of the key.
And we're still in the learning cycle of all of it too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Stops a 6-0 Sinton run. 27-point lead for the Chargers. Part of the hole is Baden Burdick, and he's got 2 free throws coming.
I was giving y'all some Boerne history with the girls. Well, Baden, I coached his dad. His dad is Brad Burdick. He played for us in 96 through 98, and he was on a team that won 32 games, and his dad played at St. Edward's Division II and had a real good career. I coached all his uncles. Zach Burdick was on our 2008 state semifinal team, so it's good seeing Baden. And then his brother Braxton was on the state semifinal team 2 years ago with Coach Adamack.
Coach Leach mentioning the 2008 state semifinal team that he helmed, also advancing to state in 1990. Among several long playoff wins over a career that boasted 833 career wins, 12 district titles, 18 by-district championships, 10 area championships, and a partridge in a pear tree.
That's right. We like to say we played a lot of regional championships in the third round. That's when we would play that Austin, the best out of Austin, before you went south for one round and then did it again.
Jonah James with the layup. Still a 25-point game. 4.5. Just a tad north of it remaining in the ball game. Marquez swings over. It's Burdick. Out, good look for Grable. And he takes full advantage.
You can't leave him alone, guys. He's got a beautiful stroke, great confidence.
Sure does. Second three of the quarter, as a matter of fact.
Good look inside. Back. 2 more. He was very active in that first half, down running that baseline, trying to solve that 2-3 zone.
Beck has 5 for the game for Sinton.
And they move the ball so well. Everybody can pass and catch and handle it. And
there's Briggs Jones working baseline. Yep. Again, Grable. Again, a good look. Nearly got that one to fall. Rimmed out. Burdick. Look out, Quinn.
They go in to go out. They're making you think they're going to shoot something inside the paint, and they're not. They're just, there you go. Good little
There's Jones.
pick. That's a good pick.
3 more for Briggs.
Briggs 6 of the game, but all over the glass rebounding this evening for the Chargers.
I liked Rehal. He did a good job setting a little token screen to give him a little time in that corner.
There's Marquez. A 4-on-2 break. Beautiful pass for Quinn Grable. Quinn able to lay it up and in thanks to that beautiful feed. And now Coach Omar Garcia wants to talk it over. The lead back to 31.
Grable 16 in the game. They've all been in the second half.
Boy, that bounce pass was worth another look. Bo, that might be worth a 3rd and 4th look.
That's good.
Beautiful English on that pass. Look at the bounce pass, Coach. Here he comes in transition.
Wow.
Good job. Good second pass. Well, you know, right now if you're Sinton, your best defense is to have the ball on offense a little bit longer. You know, and that's tough because their possessions are so short. It just gives champion an opportunity in transition, and you have guys that don't get a lot of minutes, and so they're going to want to go to the basket. And that's when these things are hard to keep under control, because you're behind, you just keep shooting quick. Well, the quicker your possessions are, that's not good, and it's definitely not good if you're playing the Chargers.
That's what's happening. The good amount of Sinton shots they haven't followed to get their own rebound.
That's
It's
right.
been one and done, and here come the Chargers back the other way.
And they go, somebody sprints to the corner because they know somebody's going to find them.
And in coaching, picking up a conversation we had earlier in the day, I've got to imagine that Coach Adamek is very pleased with how fluid his team has looked, how cohesive they've looked, given the little layoff here in the break.
They have, and it's encouraging, you know, going into the district race here in a few days.
Tristan Hansen.
Because in this league, it's the Big 12. I mean, it's tough, and you're not going to be able to stump your toe many times and still get a good draw.
Marquez going to the corner. Alex Ross now into the ball game. Georgelos, Grable, Ross, good. 3 points.
Well, that's a way to get into the scoring party from long distance.
On Ross's first field goal attempt of the ball game.
And you see where we have so many seniors, this is a good opportunity for our underclassmen, junior and sophomores to get some good time, because once we get to district race, we're going to have to go with those seniors.
Charlie with a bounce pass. Grable, short. We go into 2 minutes in the ball game. Champion on its way to a 2-0 mark in a tournament that it's helping host.
And as the tournament director, we've done a great job staying on time. We'll have a little time to give for the 7:30 game.
You know, that's very true. I've been part of a lot of tournaments that have not been this, seem like timely or organized.
Well, I'm going to brag. It's 7:02. Next game's at 7:03, and we may we'll see if Bo will let us start this next one about 7:20. Yeah, because everybody's here.
I think if you ask Bo, I think a 7:10 start will work for him
Yeah,
as well.
I
you know?
do too. He gave us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to tell him. I said, okay. I know Coach Sanders' 10-minute warm-up's going to be plenty.
Corner 3 just off for Nick Georgelos. Nick, the younger brother of star player Charlie for this champion ball club. Nick, a sophomore, goes 6'1".
You got Hanson on the foul that time for Sinton. That's his second team foul.
And Nick's going to be counted on for a major role next year. And so all these, there's no wasted minutes right now.
You bring up a great point, Coach, because you look at this champion roster, it's senior laden, especially among the guys who get the majority of minutes. And as a coach, I don't have to tell you this, as a coach, it's wonderful that season in which you're senior laden and your seniors are very good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's that next year and maybe the next couple of years to follow that you go, okay, things are a little bit different now.
You're only as good as your best player. That's it.
How about that heads-up play by Joshua Marquez?
Yeah, fantastic effort.
And Coach has that in mind. He knows any opportunity he can to get our sophomores and juniors some minutes is very important.
Although, and this is a credit to Coach Stan Leach and all of the basketball coaches here at both Champion and Boerne High, it is a program that, in not only basketball, but in many sports, reloads. Some programs have to rebuild. Here at Boerne ISD, they reload.
We've been real fortunate. Thank you. And location.
Oh, boy.
Who was it said that? Was that John P. Caddy? But there's some location, baby.
And the ball will end in Joshua Marquez's hands.
Good job.
73-41 champion, improving to 2-0 in this first day of the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournament. 32-point victory over a Sinton club that, as Coach Leach mentioned, is going to be pretty good in its own right.
Yeah,
so look out for these. Look out for this ball club. And for Champion, they continue tomorrow, but what a way to end today's first day of action. 2 wins, both of them by 30-plus points.
Glenn Grable leading scorer for Champion, and all in the second half, he's got 16. We got Christian Herrera and also Charlie Georgelos with 11 apiece. Big nights from the 3 of them. Big days all together from those young men who have certainly showed tremendous athletic ability out there on the court today.
So our friends over at the GVTC Master Control Room are going to take things over, but not for too long. So if you're watching at home or on your phone or on your laptop, don't go too far away, because the Boerne Champion girls are up next as they try to go to 2-0. It's slated for a 7:30 start, but according to the pregame clock, we're only 10 minutes away from the start of that one. So we'll see you in just a couple minutes for Champion girls as they look to go to 2-0 here in the Boerne ISD Holiday Tournament. We'll see you in literally just several minutes.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.